Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. In the previous episode, we finished up the 2039-2040 regular season, and as you can see right there, we finished the season 65-13-4, and what an absolute crazy good season it was. Is that the right word to describe it? Well, it was a pretty damn good season all around. We started the season 23-1, and after that, it was just dynamite. We won 43 games last episode. One of our better seasons, if not the best season. I believe we've won 65 games before. How many points is that? I'm not sure. Let's just enjoy this. We always have this kind of season, but we rarely enjoy it. 134, that has to be one of our better seasons. 65 wins, 13 losses, 4 OT losses. 360 goals for, which is first. Goals against, which is last or first, I guess. Power play was first. Penalty kill was first. Oh my. We are a good team, and there is no doubt in my mind that we are the best team of all time. We do this year in, year out. I can't remember the last time we weren't this good. It's been a very long time. We've started out seasons before where we were iffy, but we usually ended really, really solid. But this year it was just instant. I was kind of surprised by that, especially since our depth wasn't my favorite it's ever been. I've definitely had depth with better overalls where it made more sense, but they didn't work. But this year it just kind of worked. The worst line was the fourth line, but we'll obviously get to that. But we won 65 games, so obviously we're good at something. Speaking of being good at something, Matthew Savoie, 60 goals, 81 assists, 141 points. That is good for his best season ever. He is first in the NHL. Spoilers if you didn't watch the last episode, but he just clicked. I don't know what it was, because he's not playing with different line mates. I guess he's playing more power play. Oh, I didn't even think about that. He's playing more power play time. He's playing more penalty kill. How many minutes did you end up playing? 21 minutes a night, which is one of your better times in your career. Yeah. Not much more to say. We played him everywhere this year, and he was dynamite. He's so good. Jeffrey freaking Woodworth. Let's just enjoy this. Jeffrey Woodworth. 13 straight. Yes, straight. Consecutive. Whatever word you want to use. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What? Wait, what? Whoa, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Okay, I thought I did something there. I'm like, 14, 13. I'm not great at speaking or counting, apparently. 13 consecutive 100-point seasons. That ties Wayne Gretzky for most consecutive 100-point seasons. And this is the best player I've ever had in a franchise mode ever. I've been playing NHL not relatively long. I mean, I started playing in about NHL 13, and then ever since I've been playing every year. NHL 14 was awesome. Live the life. Bring that back, and bring that back, EA, or somebody buy the freaking franchise, please, and make that, because Live the Life was such a cool mode. But I've been a fan I guess that's 9 years. Not 9. Okay, no, 7 years. Where the hell did I get my information from? Sorry. Apparently I'm terrible. But he is the best simulated player, the best computer-generated player I've ever had the chance of using. And I'm very proud of myself for making that selection so long ago. He is so good. And this might be his last hurrah. Part of me was like, oh, he should have retired last year. after we won our back-to-back Stanley Cup, but he just wants to go back-to-back-to-back 3 straight. We are a modern-day dynasty, there's no doubt about it. 5 straight Stanley Cup finals. I think the tides are turning here in Columbus. I don't know if we'll be that good this year in the postseason, but 2,000 and how many points? 2,085. He's so good. He's so good. There's nothing more to say about that. Joshua Waugh, who started off the season really well, finished the season really well too, but he had a dip there where he was sitting at 80 points, which is obviously still really good. But for somebody like him, I'm expecting, 109. Why am I even complaining? He's so good. 123 last year is going to be hard to beat, but a 50-goal campaign is really awesome. It's saying he's a second-line forward now. But something that would be magical is if all of them decided to retire together. Joshua Waugh, Matthew Savoie, and Jeffrey Woodworth. I don't think Savoie is going to retire for a bit because he's still got that franchise potential and the overall, but I've seen players retire at higher overalls before. Why did I exit? Why did I do that? Why am I like this, Owen? This is why we can't have nice things. First line guaranteed for 300 points every season. Kilo FALLON, who at the start of the season, I'm like, I really don't want to play this guy on the third line, but I'm like, okay, I'll give you power play, I'll give you penalty kill, I'll play you plenty of more time elsewhere. He wasn't ever upset about morale. His morale was never dipped, maybe for individual performance, but he was still really good. I don't get that. Playing third line, playing 16 minutes a night, he put up 90 points on the third line, which is really good for him. Usually he's a 90-point player, which is a little bit of a dip off, but he did miss 2 games there, so I wonder if there's any correlation. One of his better goal-scoring seasons. Has he yet to hit 30 goals before? He's hit 30 once? He's hit 30 once, but man, oh man. Playing on the third line, putting up that amount of points is really impressive. MP3, 48 goals, the second-best goal-scoring season of his career, and the second-best point-scoring season of his career. I feel like he's going to always be a 70-point player, 48 goals. He's going to be good for 45 a year. Easy. 51 is going to be hard to beat, especially this year where he had a little iffy part there during the season where he wasn't scoring much. A month where he went with like 4 goals. But 48 is really impressive. And he's going to be our first-line left winger in no time. Bobby Friesen, who is going to be our first-line center in no time. Improving slowly. Slowly but surely. 45, 48. He should have had 50 there, but he missed 2 games. And then 55. I don't know if it's the wingers he's playing with until he makes it to the first line. And then it's going to be a whole mess when we have to make our first line something new. Because the MVP line, the Hall of Fame line, has been the first line for what feels like 15 years or something close to that. Jacques Giroux with 46, which he's getting iffy. He's dropping off every year. He's playing about the same amount of time, I believe. Yeah. I don't know what it is. He's an 85 overall. He should be doing a bit better. He's never been the same since we moved him to the third line and then moved him back to the second line. He used to be an 80-point player. I guess he was playing more power play time. He's not playing any power play time now, so that might be it, but he was a really good defensively liable player. Reliable. Defensively reliable? I don't know. I'm not good at speaking anyways. Really good season. I think a really solid all-around season for him. Colton Dillman. And you might be wondering, how did you acquire this guy? Well, we didn't draft him. He was drafted by the Edmonton Oilers. Let go into free agency. I'm like, this guy actually looks really solid. He was like a 75 overall when we acquired him in free agency. And I'm like, okay, we'll play him in Cleveland. He might even be just a trade chip when we need to make a trade, and he'll be like a little bit of value to add on. A solid rookie season in the AHL, coming over from the NCAA. 30 goals next year in Cleveland. And I'm like, this might be a solid guy to put in the NHL, but who does he replace? And starting the season, I'm like, does Colton Dillman make the lineup? Well, I'm glad he's here because he helped out a bunch. 28 goals in his rookie season, not winning the Calder, which is a shame. He should grow like a weed in the offseason because of how well he played throughout the season, but really, really good year for the rookie. Jaden Swanson, who started, he was horrible throughout the first, I want to say 65 games of the season. The fourth line was terrible. Was really, really bad. Fragapane is the worst thing on the team. -6 though, so he got better. Piton got better, and Hansel got better as well. And Swanson, sorry. Hansel was never in any danger, but 35 points on the fourth line is really, really good. We had a really solid end of the season, not statistically, not winning-wise. We could have won a lot more games than we did, but it happens. It happens. 57 points for Stu Cam. He might be done. He's below a 90 overall, first time in what seems like a decade or a lot longer than that. 57 points. One of his lower seasons, but he's getting older. He's not the best on the power play anymore. He's played more minutes this year, but a solid season nonetheless. He hit 1,000 points this year, so how upset can I really be? Abel Carlos, who's not going to go back-to-back in the Norris race. There's somebody else who's going to win it, I believe. A guy from LA, Justice Simmons or something like that. Abel Carlos, really solid season as well. Walker Farmer, 28 points. Also a solid season. I need to find more adjectives to describe solid seasons. Very hard. Nope, that's not a word to describe good seasons. Mikko Jarvin, he did miss a few games there. Not the best point totals because he went from 32 to 22, which is about as normal. So you would assume if he had played those 2 extra games, he would be at a... He doesn't really play a full 82. He would have been about where he would have been, I don't know, right here, 25-ish. You never know. You never know. That's what hockey is about. Cole Garnett, who was the rental 2 episodes ago, who we acquired in the offseason, he came over. He had a really solid season defensively, really helping this team out, really shaping it out. And you know why? I think we are always a perennial 60-win team is because no other defense in the NHL is this good, because defensemen ask for an unreal amount of money, so having a really solid D really helps us in the simulation. Okay? Henry Schwartz, who had a really terrible start to the season, 1 point through the first few months. He's actually currently injured, but I don't see him coming back because he's going to ask for like $5+ million, which I'm not ready to give him. We have a lot of guys butting for a spot in the NHL. So 9 points was a solid end of the season, though, nonetheless. Goaltending. Vyacheslav Kavanov, 51 wins, 4th or 5th time he's done that in his career. How many wins are you currently at? 589. He's about 100 wins away, 2 seasons away from breaking Martin Brodeur's record. I'll give it 4 seasons. I think he can break it in 4 seasons if we start to dip off as a team, but I think he can do it. 37 years of age, he can last that long in the league, probably older. I think he can do it easy. Easy peasy lemon Fabrizi. Once Byers is good enough, the high elite goaltender we have in the AHL is good enough, I think he'll be able to replace Vyacheslav Kavanov, and Vyacheslav Kavanov will be able to go into retirement and enjoy a Peach Bellini or 2. I don't know, maybe go back to Russia. I don't know. Parmuller, the backup, had a really, really solid season, 9-18 as a rookie, 14-1-2. I can't be too upset with that. He was good. The goaltending was really good. Every part of this team was really, really solid, and I know the 4th line wasn't the best all year. They're the biggest liability going into the postseason, but we have a lot of guys in the AHL that could totally jump up if need be. But I'll show you the entire league stats just to make you a little bit happier. Who led the league? Obviously, Vyacheslav Kavanov, 51 wins. He will take home the Vezina for the 8th time in his career. He will take home the William M. Jennings for the 9th time. What else is there to say? Nothing, exactly. 7 shutouts, probably leads the league as well. Exactly. Who won the Calder? I believe it is Armright Stanton from the I almost said Calgary again. I don't know why I want to say Calgary, but they both start with a C. Carolina Hurricanes prospect Armright Stanton, who is a power forward, who is going to be pretty good. I'm surprised he didn't play last year. I guess he played 10 games and did he get injured for the entire season? He must have, right? Huh. That's weird. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Good season from the rookies, though. DILLMAN will always have a place in my heart for a really, really damn good season as a rookie. Defenseman. As I said, I believe Justice Simmons has the biggest case. 4 less points than Morrow, but a really, really good plus-minus. He'll take home the Norris. And obviously the Art Ross is going to Matthew Savoie. Easy peasy lemon for breezy. Most goals. Jesper Kruger, 70 goals most of his career, I believe. Yeah, 70 goals is a hard thing to do because 70 goals is 70 goals. Jesus, you don't see that very much. But a really, really good season in general. Really high-scoring league, or year in the league. But it is time for the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Pittsburgh Penguins, who I believe we must have faced them once or twice before in this franchise mode, but it's been a few years, and I have no idea what they look like. I believe I know one player. Canzanello is the one player I think I know on their team, but that's about it. I'm in the dark here. What do they look like? They look pretty solid. Oh, yeah, they have some weapons. Okay, let's start from the top. Their first-line center, Sergei Voloshenko, 21 years of age, medium elite, 85 overall. Really reminds me of Mr. Friesen. Very, very similar players. Okay. And his left winger, the franchise player, and Mark Canzanello, 93 overall, 29 years of age. Finally making the postseason. He's only made the postseason 4 times in his career, and he doesn't make it very far. Never gotten out of the first round. He's trying this year. Jason Marks is the right winger, also really solid. That's a good first line. I get why they're a 1-2 punch. And their second line center, former Calder winner, and Donovan McElwain, former Tampa Bay Lightning player. I get why he was a Calder winner. He had a really good rookie season. I remember that happening. I believe right there, 54 points. Yeah, he's had a solid NHL career. He was in the they put him in the who would do that to you? They played him in the AHL there. Jesus. Filatov is a center. That's strange. So they really got this is the left wing edition of of Mr. Malkin and Sidney Crosby, Canzanello and Filatov. That's kind of funny. Their right winger and Hector Bartlett. That's a really solid top 6. I'm kind of scared of that. They can shut us down easy. Easy. Third line, Juicy Immonen, Kamitsky, who is a former Columbus Blue Jacket. Wow, we traded him a while ago. Or it feels like a while ago. He's had a solid time in Pittsburgh, I'm not going to lie. That is a player that I'm scared of. Didn't know he'd end up being this good, but apparently he is. And then it got Marshall. So after that, it kind of dips off. Sebastian Fisher, Curry, and then you got Lowe. So the top 9 is really, really solid defense. I've seen worse. Kurvinen, Sawicki, Sulzer, Pedersen, Parent, and Skratkins, former Columbus Blue Jacket. I've seen worse. They have their top 2 in Kurvinen and Sulzer. But we obviously have the better defense as well. Goaltending, because it always comes down to goaltending. Their starting goaltender is either Zachary Boro, who we have fought before in the Stanley Cup Finals, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. No, not the Stanley Cup Finals, but we have fought him before in the playoffs. And then they got Juntunen. So they have a really good 1-2 punch. Any scratch players? Deschamps, Kistov, and Vishnevsky. I get why they're a good team. I'm surprised they just limped into the playoffs. I don't understand. They should be a better team. But We gotta go out there and just hit them hard in the first game. We're trying to go back to back to back. And we gotta start in game number 1 of the first round. We're already 20 minutes into this episode. Better start off with a bang. First period. Losing 1-0. Former Columbus Blue Jacket scores on the power play at Kamitsky. It's 1-0. They should have 13-9. Okay, Columbus. Let's turn it around. Second period. Okay. 141 points for Savoie. Woodworth 120. With 109. It doesn't matter because they're totally shutting us down. Yeah, okay. They outshoot us 23-21. Power play early. Can we capitalize on the kill it off? That is a rough one. Come on, you get shut out. I swear to God. Carol Hansel 1-1. Power play. Come on. Matthew Savoie, another power play. Come on. It's 2-1. 2-1 late. We have the edge. Matthew Savoie on the power play. Jeffrey freaking Woodworth. You needed a little advice, a little hatred. Fisher makes it. Minute left. Do we finish it off strong? 3 straight goals in the third period. Fisher tries to bring it back, but the big boys come out to play. We take game 1 on home ice. Kavanaugh with a really solid game. Not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna give him any credit because goaltending is voodoo! It's voodoo, I swear to God. Henry Schwartz is actually fully healed and ready to play. Okay, that's good. I'll bring him into the lineup because I don't want Zimmerman playing here. Schwartz, welcome back to the club. Sure. Is there anybody in the AHL that is ready to go? Wheeler is gonna be a beauty. Oh. I think he's already better than Schwartz. He could totally come up into the NHL if we need him. Same with Harrington, Ficklund as well. Anybody on the offense? Rodriguez, Mironov, Hemingway. If we need somebody, we have options, but we're currently leading this series. Stay in Columbus. Let's take both on home ice against Pittsburgh. Let's teach them a lesson here. First period. 1-1, low-scoring affair. Bobby Friesen and their franchise player and Mark Canzanello ties it up. They have 4 shots. We have 11 shots, so we outshoot them in that category. Of course, we outshoot. Never mind. That was why would I say that? It's so stupid. Second period. 2-2. We take the lead again. Power play goal for Matthew Savoie. Canzanello getting the second goal of the game for the Pittsburgh Penguins and his second as well. Another stupid thing. Of course, it's the second goal because it's only. I'm having a rough time here. We double them up in shots, 22-11. Kavanaugh not having the strongest of games. Gotta be better here in the third. Come on, boys. Come on. All I need is a goal or 2 from the Blue Jackets. Come on. Let's come on. Nope. Oh, damn it. Curry, one of their, and this is the way the cookie crumbles, Columbus. Really? It's Ducam on the power play. We have time to tie this thing up. Power play goal from the franchise defenseman. Come on, Columbus. We have time left to even this thing up, and it looks like Pittsburgh will take one in Columbus. This series is evened up. That is not good. A rough game from Kavanaugh. Because, of course, technically they lost more games than they won this year. They went 41-36-5. We should be demolishing them. There's no question. God damn it, Columbus. Heading to Pittsburgh. PPG Paints Arena. That is such a hard. Who would name it that? Whose idea is that? They're the same people who said the Little Caesars Pizza Arena. Who? I know they're paying you millions of dollars, but damn. Really? Really? First period. Okay, they take a 2-goal lead. Mark Canzanello, Marshall, Giroux, and Farmer back-to-back. So 2 straight goals from each team. We outshoot them 14-12. Okay. Can we, hold it down and score a few extra goals, please? Second period. 3-3. They take the lead again. Bartlett. Giroux is second on the evening. Shots are in our favor, 27-22. I swear to God, Columbus, what is going on? They're not as good. They're not as good as us. Bobby Friesen, 4-3. That's not enough. Power play for That's the longest power play I've ever seen. Jesus, Columbus. Come on. 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 And we take another close game. I think every game has been by 1 goal. Giroux, the first start, easy. Good game from him. Terrible game from Vyacheslav. Every game has been by 1 goal. Has been won by 1 goal. Bobby Friesen actually leading the team in points. So the big boys are not coming out to play at this point in time. That's not good. Because we always have our big boys playing really well. But apparently not this series, which is definitely not good. Game number 4, here in Pittsburgh. Let's take both on their ice and take a 3-1 stranglehold over the Penguins. Come on. We'll be like climate change to the Penguins. Come on. First period. Come on. Columbus! Dude, you can't be doing that. You're not getting blanked by this team. Look at their defense. It's like one-ply toilet paper. You just one finger. That's all it takes. It's like, seriously? Voloshenko, their first line center, and Kamitsky makes it 2-0. They outshoot us 12-9. Kavanaugh, you've been dreadful! Second period. Okay, we scored 2 goals. They make it 4-1, though. Prohorkin makes it 4-2. Shots are in their favor. Heading into the third. We have time to make this a game. Come on, Columbus. Come on. I know you have the offensive capability of doing this. You know that. I know you. You won 65 games this year. We're going to go out with a whisper. We're like a... Thank you so much, Columbus. Really awesome performance there. Series is tied up yet again. I don't care about the stats. Why did I even press that? Come. Swanson has been hurt. Head coach places player. But I'm calling up somebody. You know what? Things got to change right now. Nope, our big guys are not scoring any goals. It is not going very well at this point. Okay, so who comes up? Rodriguez? You're getting the call up. You, sir, are getting the call up. You will play right there because you're a beautiful bastard, okay? But you know what? I'll give you third line time. Sure. I don't know who I put there. Is there anybody scratched? I'm getting really amped up because we should be doing a lot better than we actually are. But we're not because it's voodoo. Explain this to me, guys. I don't get it. I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated with this team right now. Okay. Game number 5, sorry. Heading back to Columbus, it is a best of 3. Now, I'm debating switching things up here. If I go that, and they're playing against a weaker line. No, okay, let's go with that. So let's try it out. We got to try something here because obviously something is not working. Game number 5 here back here in Columbus. Here we go. First period. 1-0. Not the biggest of margins, but I will take it. Stukam's second of the postseason. Shots are 11-7 in our favor. Second period. 2-0. I'll take it. Power play goal for Matthew Savoie. I don't like that. I know it's 2-0, but I really don't like that. Shots are dead even, 15 apiece. Okay, third period. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Come on. Literally, you don't have to do anything. You just have to play defense. 5-on-3 power play. We get a shorty. That is clutch. Power play for us is over. It's over. Power play goal for... That's how you kill them. Special teams coming in big this game. Shorthanded goal for Khalil Fallon. Power play goal for Woodworth. Abel Carlos on the power play. And then Carol Hansel gets the last goal of the game. An important 6-0 victory on home ice. That is demoralizing for the Penguins. And we head back to Pittsburgh with a chance to end it in 6. There is no pep talk. Here we go. Here we go, boys. You just got to go out there and you got to be clutch. Game number 6, first period. 2-2. Walker Farmer makes it 1-0. An unknown defenseman in Sawatsky makes it 1-1. They take a 2-1 lead, and Zach Baton, the fourth line center, makes it 2-2. Big boys ain't coming out to play again. We outshoot them 14-6. I'm gonna freak out if we lose this game. Second period. What are you doing? We win 6-0, and now you don't even know how to use your stick? Why are you like this, Columbus? Third period. I should be more positive, but I can't. I know we've been to 5 straight Stanley Cup Finals, FALLON, but I want 6. I want another Stanley Cup. Come on. DILLMAN, the rookie. 4-3, Abel Carlos. That's how you make a name, boys. That's how you make a name here in Columbus. Screw you, Pittsburgh Marshall. You make it close with 50-something seconds left. And we make it past the Pittsburgh Penguins. That was way tougher than it needed to be. First line didn't have the best of series, even though Woodworth is leading the team in points. But, hot diggity damn, Colton Dillman with the biggest goal of his entire career, coming out big against those Penguins. They were nasty. I don't know why they were so bad in the regular season. They should have been a way better team, but apparently not. Who will we be facing in the second round? Ah, yes. We will be facing the Washington Capitals. We've had our series against them, and you know they're always crazy. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.